Welcome to Fishing Squad, and welcome to Scotland, the Isle of Skye, and welcome to Neist Point. So first job is to get some fresh bait. I've got a new rod here, it's a Numora Kanji, 30 to 70 gram. I'm ever faithful mackerel feathers, 60 gram Timu jig to try. See how we get on. And my mate Tommy Joe here and Lincoln, we're all up having a go today. Over the weekend, next 5 days.
How's it going? Straight out there with a bait.
Yeah, no messing about. So we're hoping for some pollock, mackerels, spur dogs to start with. We'll see if we can get anything. Maybe I might see if we can get some cuckoo wrasse and whatnot. We'll just see how we get on, basically. Looking forward to having a go with this rod. Should be a nice setup that. Yeah, so we're down for 4 or 5 days. Come over yesterday, and you really realise how far away this place is. You know, you look at it on the map, you think, yeah, it's don't look too bad. You know it's going to be a bit of a journey. Once you get past 5 or 6 hours in the car, you really know, you really feel it. So enough chat, let's get this fired out, see if we can get some fish. But it's a beautiful place, beautiful marks, some stunning scenery. And we're absolutely buzzing for it. Let's be doing stunning. Well, we've had a slow start. Had about 20 casts-ish. Managed to get a coley.
First fish of the trip!
Yeah, first fish of the trip. Really close in, right up against the rocks. He absolutely smashed it, to be fair. There you go. Nice coley. Another species. Got in some nice fresh mackerel. Get on. Crucial bait mackerel is, I reckon. So, nice one. We'll put a spur dog bait out in a bit. Just try not to get up by the jig hook. Tommy's on here. I said, have you got a full string full of mackerel? It's right then, guys. Well, going to put a spur stroke tope rig out now. 2 6-0s. With a small section of mackerel. We'll see if we got our first ever spur dog. It's got a bit of squid wrap to it as well. Standard pulley, same as what I use in Wales, just slightly smaller hooks possibly. I mean, I'm comfortable using this rig, whatever. But we've had a few mackerel, a couple of coalfish, good sport. We've had a slow start, believe it or not. Yeah, I'm going to send that out now, 8 ounce of lead, and see if we can get something a bit better on the bank, if you like. Nice one. Right then, guys, we've had a few more mackerel. So far I've had 3 coalfish, about 6 mackerel. Tommy's just had a nice mackerel, actually. Just going to send out like a third of a mackerel with squid attached to it on a pennel, 6-0 hooks, bite end, I think it's 180 pound rig body. 8 ounce lead Gemini splashdown, standard pulley, similar to what I use in Wales, pretty much the same. Just doing the same as what I do usually. Fish for your bait fish, get some fresh bait, then get on bottom. It works there, it'll work here, I'm sure. Might get a taupe. Should definitely get some spurs, I reckon, so, from what I've heard. So, fingers crossed we'll get that first spur dog. This setup's just a killer for all fish. 60 gram jig, 3 or 4 mackerel feathers, 40 pound braid, cheap Timu fixable which I'm going to replace because it's just not going to do it justice. I had to swap it once to another one because the other one seized up a bit, I think. It has had a good battery, but I want to get something decent. Tommy, what you got on? You got another pollock? Tommy's battering the pollock as well. Is that a mackerel? Yeah, it's got a £2 pollock. Let's have a go anyway. You'll be able to see it on his channel anyway. Right, well, a few casts. Bring you closer to the sea. See what that's like. That's better. Keep an eye on the rod for me as well. That big bait rod that's in the foreground. Just drop this back in the background. Really nice setup. It's a nice little lure rod. It's got a bit of grunt to it as well. If you get stuck in any weed or anything like that, you can pull them through. Pull your rigs through. If the fish tries to do the dirty on you. It's really light. It's a lovely rod. Really deep off here. No need to panic. So I don't think I've once touched the bottom with a jig. It's only 60 grams, so if there's any tidal movement, it don't really, with it being steep water, it don't really touch bottom. It'll get close to the bottom, I'd imagine. I've had about half a dozen mackerel, 3 coalfish so far. Really good sport on this little rod. Seen a few gannets diving in, cormorants. Looking under the water, getting little pollock and stuff. So I'm just going to wind a little bit of the slack. I've got a bit of a bow in the line on this one. Just going to wind it in a touch. Just brought us round the point, one like a little point. See if we can get a fish on camera. Let it sink a bit this time. Yeah, this setup, like I said, I've leaked on about it in a lot of videos of late. Little jig, 40-pound braid, a couple of mackerel feathers. You can fish the jig solo as well. I would if it was, if I was specifically targeting pollock, I would do. You still get pollock on it anyway. It's look a big one. We're hooking bass on this setup in Wales the other week. So. Like take my bets a bit, you know, just pick up a variety rather than just targeting one specific thing. Like Tommy's after a big pollock for the trick, so he's fishing a single jig. Like I say, it's a good way of just targeting, being very specific. He actually picked up a decent mackerel doing that as well. So, absolutely stunning place this. Absolutely loving it. The scenery on the way here was truly breathtaking. You know, you think North Wales is stunning. Here is better, somehow. It's more remote and stuff. Now the coalfish that I had were right against the rock face. I'm coming in really close now. For the camera, we haven't got anything. Such good fun, a good start, bit of excitement. Tommy lost the beast. Happy we made the choice to come here so far. Let's keep going. Just look, keep topping the bait up. We may put a second rod out, big rod out. I might put a flapper rig out so we can get some cuckoo wrasse or something. The world is our oyster for the next 4 days, basically.
I thought you, are you filming?
Yeah.
I thought you were just on one leg.
No, I'm just saying the world is our oyster for the next 4 days. We can do as we please. Trying to get a fish for the camera, I've just got no hope. Oh, we're on! I feel like mackerel. Close in, but it's that deep up here.
Mackerel up.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a mixture. We've got coalies and mackerel.
Lots of them.
Oh,
yeah.
I bumped one off. Nice coalie and a mackerel. I bumped one off. They had me on toast basically. I've given them too much respect. Yeah, there we have it. Get on. Nice one. I'll have a few more trucks to see what we get. So that's them. Get on. Just had my first pollock of the trip. Not a bad one, about a pound and a half maybe is at best. He actually looks bigger than what he does on camera to be fair. He's actually bigger in reality than he is on camera. It's a nice pollock that. I was in a snag with a jig. I went to pull it out. It shot out and then I've rammed the slack in. It was stuck again, it pulled through it, and then as it shot out again, this is it. So I'm going to put it in back anyway, this one. Oh, nice. Species number 3. It's really deep off here, really deep. No interest in the big rod. I've had a couple more mackerel, a couple more cold fish. I've got a tide run ripping left savagely as it's ebbing out. It's about 11:30. Low tide's around 2ish. So I'm hoping it eases up as we get down to the low. It's absolutely ripping us around. When you put the lures out, you can cast it up tide. You don't have to rewind in, you can just jig through it all the way around this point. We've got like a point here, or a knuckle or whatever. You can just jig round. You don't have to like retrieve any lines sort of thing. It's really good. It's awkward fishing with the lures in these conditions because they're not getting down deep enough. But I have managed to pick up a couple of fish. I lost a decent one. I think the one Tommy lost was probably over £6 plus at least. The one I lost was around £3 or £4, but it gave me a really good scrap. It's pulled me into the kelp, I just couldn't get it free. But I hooked it about 30 yards out, deep, you know, off the bottom. The tide might have just eased a little bit, so I've just cast that way, and it stopped here, whereas before it was more there. So I'm just going to put a cuckoo wrasse rig out. I'll show you that now, just give me a second. It's just a tilt flapper rig. £40. It's £100 rig body just for casting because it's really abrasive and can, you know, it just takes all the shock. Running off that, some small snoods. £40 fluorocarbon, size 6 Cox and Roll surf hook. What is it, surf hook tide hook or something like that? I think that's the right name for him. I'm just going to bait them with slithers of mackerel and squid so we can get a cuckoo wrasse. We will see. I'm going to do that now. Right, Tommy's gone for a walk with a lure rod. I've just noticed. I think it's his tackle. I'd guess so because he bought some the other day. There it is. It says. He's just left a rig on the rocks that he uses for tow. Let's have a look what we're using. So he's got a 7.0 O'Shaughnessy on the bottom. I've converted him onto O'Shaughnessy's, I think. I think it was a move he was always going to make though. It fits in the splashdown. I don't know what wire that is, but it's nice wire. Fairly longish snood. It's interesting, this. Very interesting. It's got a swivel. Lovely knot there. Nice cinch down. Not much line burn. Bead. Fairly chunky swivel. Probably a 2.0. Bead. Splashdown lead. Nice rig that, Tommy. Very nice. Very nice. I always like to look at what other people use. He's got a catfish hook on the back as well, by the way. Very nice. Nice sharp hook, them catfish hooks. Wonder what type they are because they're offset as well. Interesting. Nicely done, nicely Flemish eyed. I think there's a crimp in there. He's got some heat shrink on it. Longer than what I use, but they all work. Just use what you're comfortable with, don't you? It's just interesting. Always interesting to see how people make their rigs. You can tell that he's, you know, a bit of a craftsman with the rigs. You can tell by how that's been put together. Definitely. It's an interesting one, that. I like to look at what other people use, especially if they make the rigs themselves, I do. You know, it's interesting. Well, I find it interesting anyway, just to compare it to what I use. As far as the fishing goes at the moment, it's gone very quiet. We've had a current ripping left as it's been ebbing out. We're nearly at low tide. I'm hoping it swings and we'll get some steady fishing. It's been hard to feather in and everything. I've had one decent bite on the bottom and I didn't connect with it, so nothing on the cuckoo wrasse rig, so I've knocked that on the head till the tide eases up. But it's a lovely mark, honestly. I'm chuffed to be here. You know, you can't. We've had some fish out, but you can't learn everything on a mark when you just come on a whim. You know, but we've got an option for this evening to try for skate. Lincoln's just nearly killing himself with pendulum, which is a bit of a swing on. I think he got rock with his grip lead. But yeah, we've got an option for this evening. We're going to fish it till about 4 here, so we'll get 2 hours of the flood, then head over to a pier to have a go for skate. We need to pick some supplies up on the way out, so I think that takes us back out, if you like, off Skye. We'll still be on Skye this evening, but then if we move off the next mark, we'll be like back on the mainland, if you know what I mean. It is classed as mainland, though, isn't it? Because it's got a bridge over it, but you know what I mean. We'll probably get the ferry from the terminal where we're fishing tomorrow or Sunday and head back a bit south. It's been amazing, honestly. It really has. It's been some experience. We've only been fishing a few hours. It's been a real experience and a half. The journey, the chat, the scenery, the country itself. It's interesting to see, you know, there's roaming rights in Scotland. You can literally just rock up to the side of the road and camp. It's absolutely brilliant. Last night we slept in a lay-by. Them two put the tents up, I slept in the car. We had some food, we had some banter, we had some beer. It was brilliant, basically. Really happy with how things are going. Should we have a look at another rig? Oh, what's going off here? What's going off over here? There's another rig down here. Let's have another look at it. What we got here then? We've got a different rig here. I'm assuming this is his rod. Yeah, it is. It's on multiplier. It's got a single shinny hook on this. This is his spur dog rig, specifically for spurs. Where is he? He's about somewhere. He's had about 30 pollock, I think. You'll have to watch his video, like, see how he's getting on. See how he's got on. Nice little shinny hook. A length of wire, and I think there's some bling on it, because I do believe that I think they'll glow in the dark, them 3 beads there. He's got a little bite end, a little swivel, then he's done the extra swivel on his snood on this one. It's just the same type of bully rig. Always interesting. Spur dogs only have little mouths, don't they? So like a shinny hook could probably, it's a good idea that. Hook in the side. I've got 2 6.0s on mine. I couldn't be arsed to make some new rigs with like a 5.0 or 4.0. I did buy some 4.0 Shaunesses but chose against it. Should get a 6.0 down them, so probably get a better hook up with a shinny hook though. I'm going to change a bait, have a chuck about with lure for a bit longer, for a bit I think. It's got one rod out still. Tide run is still savage. That's why the rod's bent double. I'm trying to fish through it, just hope we get something. Hoping it changes when the tide tends to come in. In a minute, it's not looking very good. Can't even catch any mackerel in this tide run at the moment. I'll bring you back when something happens. It's gone very slow. We're just dying. We're leaving Neist Point now. We're on the walk back to the car. I've heard it's a really easy walk back, especially the last bit that we're just approaching now. Not
a sniff, is he?
Not the best of sessions really, but when you just turn up to a mark on a whim and you don't really know the tide times and stuff, it's not excuses, it's just, it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, basically. We tried. We've got some fresh bait out of it. We didn't blank. We had some bit of sport. Lincoln, you had 2 dogfish and a conger on bottom, didn't you? That's all we had on the bottom. The main sport was on lures. Tommy did pretty well on pollock, didn't you?
Smashed it.
I did pretty well on mackerel and coalies. But we enjoyed it. It's been brilliant. It's a stunning place. I'm going to get back to the car now. Alive, hopefully. And we'll see you in the I'll see you in the next video. Basically, this will be the end of this video. So keep safe, tight lines. If there's no more videos, I didn't make it back to the car. Catch you later.